everyone, and welcome to Cook Memorial Arena for CTN coverage of Coon Rapids boys hockey. Tonight, the Cardinals welcome the Osseo Orioles in a Northwest Suburban Conference game. Joe Young and Chris Lindholm ice side for tonight's event. And Chris, this is a great matchup. Two very tough teams that finished. The Cardinals knocked out of the playoffs last year by this Oriole team. Now it's on their home ice.
Absolutely, and the home ice advantage is always big in hockey and in any sport. Tonight, Coon Rapids definitely needs to take advantage of the fact we're playing at Cook Arena.
And of course, they're going to rely heavily on their first line that has been scoring goals in bunches this season.
And the big guy for that is Ryan Stitch-Rowe, number 8 for Coon Rapids. He's on that front line with Dan Mossy and Joey Olson. He's one of the guys that he's, one of the team leaders as well along that part of that first line that's been together since their sophomore year. He scored 2 goals and had an assist in a game last week against Park, and he's looking to continue his scoring ways.
Yeah, his hat trick against Park was the 4th registered by this lead line in the first 6 games of the season. So a very potent offense, especially in the front line for Coon Rapids, but another potent offense led by another very strong line on the other side of the ice in the Osseo Orioles.
That's number 12, Travis Marin. He's on his way next year to Minnesota State Mankato. He's their team leader as a captain. He's the guy. He's the key scoring figure for the Osseo Orioles, and he's the guy that Coon Rapids needs to shut down this evening.
Well, a benefit for the Cardinals this evening is that the Osseo Orioles are a little weak on defense at this point in the season. We'll talk more about that as we get into the game, but 2 strong offenses and 2 conference rivals, both trying to stay undefeated in the Northwest Suburban.
That's always a big, especially in the conference. It's conference pride. You can say, hey, I run my conference and we beat everybody in there. If you beat other teams outstate or not in your conference, yeah, okay, great. It's the conference pride, and that's the big thing.
Well, we'll see who will maintain their conference pride. The Orioles and the Cardinals, a battle of the birds next on CTN.
The depth of this kid's preparation for this moment just runs so deep. There's no doubt in my mind he's very aware of the significance of this putt.
There it is, a win for the ages.
A father can change the world, one child at a time.
McGruff here. If a bully is bothering you, play it smart and try to talk it out. Or get away and tell an adult.
Well done.
For more tips, write for my new free comic activity book. Play it smart and help take a bite out of crime.
This is my brother Omar. Well, there was a hole in his tummy. A bullet hit him. I saw red grass. The gun was in the garage. I didn't mean to shoot Daddy's gun. I didn't mean to shoot Daddy's gun.
Welcome back to Cook Memorial Arena, everyone. Everybody ready to play a little hockey and a good conference matchup
for the masses tonight, the Orioles and the Cardinals.
This is going to be a very good game, probably the best game that toughest competition that Coon Rapids is going to face or has faced thus far. They are definitely in for a hard fight, and we'll see what happens.
Take a look at how the Orioles will line up to start the game. Travis Morin in between Josh Williams and Nick Pernula. Justin Deans and Casey O'Brien's on defense. The goaltender is Justin Turner. They are coached by Garrett Strott in his 8th season as the head Oriole. And his job, of course, is to mastermind stopping the front line of the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Dan Mossy between Joey Olson and Stitch Rolfe. Ryan Scherf and Travis Anderson, the defenseman, and Ash Lebeko. Getting a start in net, Jim Rue behind the bench for the Cardinals in his 5th season as head coach at Coon Rapids. And off to a pretty decent start. Both teams really off to a decent start. 4-2, 4-3. Both teams 1-0 in the conference. So both trying to stay undefeated in conference competition. Off the faceoff, this one pushed near the Osseo line. Turning it around is Nick Pernula and dumped in by Williams. Near side, Scherf played off the puck by Morin. Moved ahead, Dan Mossy out of the zone. Pernula takes it away from him. And back deep in the Osseo zone. Long pass right to the stick of Travis Morin at center ice. His pass a little too far for Williams. Mossy deep in his own corner to recover. Ryan Rolfe into neutral territory. Pass a little far for Joey Olson. Icing waved off as Olson and Nate Johnson go into the boards. Puck picked up, and around the net goes David Perry. Met Dan Mossy on the boards, and Mossy keeps it in. Olson with it now. His pass, nobody home on the boards. Here's a chance for Vinnie Brooks. Puck knocked away from him. And Olson gets it back into neutral territory. And the first offside of the games is going to go against the Orioles.
Some very fast-paced action in this first minute of play. Play at both ends. And it's probably how the game is going to go. I mean, it's going to go end-to-end, back and forth.
Face-off just outside the Cardinal line. Pushed in deep by Casey O'Brien, and around on the far side, Austin Adolph there. Tried to pass out front, knocked away by Lebeko into the corner. And the Cardinals send it out to center ice. Here's a chance for Matt Mossy, upper corner. Brandon Olivier, upper corner, and the Cardinals are on top 1-0, just 1 minute and 15 seconds in.
What a great goal. You know, good chance there for Brandon Olivier. Puck goes off the skate of the Osseo defender right onto his stick, and he goes in. And a good finish by Brandon to put it in the upper corner. Here you'll see one-on-one with the goalie, and he slots it away upper left corner over the right shoulder of the goalie and gives Coon Rapids a 1-0 lead.
First shot of the game for the Cardinals. It puts them on the board 1-0. This is Nate Johnson trying to play it up the boards, kept in the zone by the Cardinals, recovered by Case Paxton. Off the boards, Scherf can't keep it in at the line. The Cardinals have to recover as Johnson picks it up in his own corner. Rolfe can't get a lot on him, and Johnson pushes it in and over the glass. So a face-off coming up just inside the Cardinal zone, just outside the Cardinal zone. Cardinals really looking for a fast start. They're without J.J. Jarvie, one of their top forwards. And a little nicked up at this point early in the season. But so are the Orioles. They lost 4 of their 5 defensemen, last year's defensemen, to graduation. Josh Williams played off the puck by Ryan Scherf, but he's still able to send it across in front. Then the only defenseman they returned is out. That's Tony Gliniani. And another defenseman, Paul Solberg, also banged up and out of the lineup. So some inexperience at the blue line for the Orioles. This one played back to the blue line. O'Brien's shot hits the post. And Olsen recovers off the far boards. Rolf pokes it into the zone. And back to recover is Casey O'Brien. Back pass right on the stick of Mike McStott. His pass too far for David Perry. And Udis plays it around the near boards. Dan Mossy can't get it out of the zone. Yell plays it around to Fletcher Emerson on the far boards. He's going to get it out in the middle. Dumped back to neutral territory by Mossy. Picked up by Vinnie Brooks. Near side for Johnson. His pass hits skates. Kept in the zone by Kip Yell. Out near center ice. David Perry can't get on it. And here comes Yell into the Orioles zone. Yell drops it for Emerson. He tried to go out front. Nobody home. Picked up off the boards by Austin Adolph. Yell intercepts the pass. Sends it back in deep. Nate Johnson recovers. And his pass off the stick of Matt Bellison before it's turned around by the Cardinals. Far side, Austin Adolph. Played off by Gabe Milanovic. Puck stopped up by Lebeco behind the net. Olivier tied up on the boards. And now coming away with it is Gabe Milanovic. Milanovic stops up, hassled by Adolph. Now sends it in just to the right of the goalkeeper, Justin Turner. Puck behind the net. Adolph plays it off the boards into center ice. Picked up there by Troy Udis. And Udis will bring it up and dump it in. Turner stops it up behind his own net. Picked up there by Nick Pernula. Pernula across the blue line and across center ice into Cardinal territory. Scherf takes the puck away. Travis Anderson behind the net for the Cardinals. And into neutral territory, Anderson on the move, drops it off. Olsen tried to drop it off again. That's broken up by Pernula. Here comes Morin and Williams on the near board. Williams, his shot tipped away into the corner by Scherf. Joey Olsen on the boards. Gets it past Morin, but kept in at the blue line by Paxton. Olsen can't get it out. Morin can't keep it in. And the Cardinals tie it up. Williams with a blast from outside the blue line. Turned away by Lebeco. Here comes Scherf. Back to center ice. He's hit. Coughs up the puck to McStott. McStott a shot. Save made by Lebeco. At the point, keeping it in. A shot through traffic for Jacob Gliniani. That dribbled wide of the net. I'm sorry, that's Case Paxton. Dan Mossy to center ice. Hands it off to Joey Olsen. His shot. Save made by Turner. Nate Johnson behind the net. Plays it to Adolph on the boards. Taken away by Brian Peterson. He dumps it back in the corner. Johnson will bring it back around to the near side. David Perry played off the boards by Yell. Kept in the zone by Brian Peterson. Johnson fires it around high off the boards. Kept in again by Yell. Emerson there as well. Back around to the other side goes Vinnie Brooks. Keeping it in at the line is Dutton. His shot high, blocked by Turner. Now dumped out of the zone by the Orioles all the way down. Lebeco leaves it for Yell. Matt Mossy dumps it in deep. And behind the net goes Casey O'Brien. Center ice. Turned around again by Troy Udis. O'Brien in front of his own net. His pass blocked. Milanovic winds and fires, but that tipped up and out of play. And we'll have a face-off just inside the Oriole line.
Good pressure by Coon Rapids early in the game. First shot, first goal. And they've continued to putting a lot of shots on Justin Turner. Take a look at the last opportunity for Coon Rapids. Tipped by the defenseman and up into the netting, and we restart with a face-off to the right of Turner.
Puck flipped up and out of the zone. Udis back into his own zone. Gets it to Dan Dutton. Circles in the corner. His pass got away from Milanovic. Fired back in front, but now cleared by Udis. Kept in at the line. Nice job stepping in the way by Brandon Olivier to stop this shot by Matt Bellison. And we got a puck up and out of play, and it's off of the Orioles, so the faceoff coming up outside the Cardinal zone.
This is going to be a close scoring game. No 8-2 wins or 7-2 losses or anything along those lines. This is going to be a one-goal game, and kind of like the JV game earlier, in which Osseo won 4-2, but the game winner was called on a penalty shot. So,
first loss of the season for the JV Cardinals. Nick Pernula into the zone for the Orioles, gets it back. Johnson, a one-timer glove save by LeBeco.
That's my favorite save that goalies make in hockey, that glove save into the upper corner. And got to hold it there, right? Got to hold it, keep it there.
Hold it for the picture.
Yep, make sure everybody knows. We'll take another look. See the shot. You see LeBeco with the glove. See? Yep, hold it there a little bit. See, he brought it in pretty quick. I would have held it out there and made sure everybody got pictures and,
Face off to the right of LeBeco, back at the point. Shot just wide for Justin Deans. Behind the net, Travis Anderson. And the Cardinals breaking out to center ice. Anderson will dump it in and around the net. Deans and Joey Olson tie up there. Rolf in to help. Casey O'Brien plays him off the puck. Dan Mossy knocks it off his stick. Joey Olson circling with it. Troubled by Deans, and puck still in the in the Osseo zone. And now Casey O'Brien gets it out. Olson had it momentarily, tied up by Morin. And now Morin gets the loose puck again. Morin looking for room. Puck knocked off his stick. He and Scherf collide, but Morin gets the puck back. Morin has it taken away by Olson momentarily. Williams turns it back in. Now back to center ice. And dumped all the way deep by Rolf. Turner stops it up behind the net for Casey O'Brien. Bryant's pass off the near boards, looking for Perry. Loose puck in the zone. Played off the back of Matt Mossy. Udis plays it around to the near side. And unable to keep it in is Jake Albers. Johnson back in his own zone, plays it off the boards. Brian Peterson, the only one there, dumps it in deep behind the net. Fletcher Emerson trying to send it out front. He's taken down. Peterson sends it back in the corner. Johnson gets it past Mossy, kept in by Udis, right back behind the net. Fletcher Emerson trying, looking for the drop pass. Now dumps it back into the corner. Johnson is there. Turns it back to Albers. And Albers will look up ice and now just fires it the length. We'll have our first icing call of the game, and it will go against the Osseo Orioles. 5:46 to play in the first period, and the Cardinals lead 1-0.
Hey, look at Ash LeBeco, who had a couple good saves early in the game thus far. He's stopped some good opportunities by Osseo, and he'll continue to have get many chances to make some good saves.
Orioles quickly break it out of the zone. Adolph sends it into the Cardinals territory and then hits Kip Yell in the corner. On the boards, pulling it away was Matt Bellison, but he lost it to center ice. The Cardinals. Kip Yell. No, Adolph sends it back all the way down to LeBeco, and LeBeco almost lost it into the net. And the net comes off as Dan Dutton is there to make sure it does not cross the line, and the Orioles almost got a gift.
A very big gift given to him in the holiday spirit by Ash LeBeco. He picked his head up just as the puck was getting to his stick, and he lost sight of it, and he didn't have his, didn't keep his stick flat on the ice, and luckily Mr. Dutton was there to clear it away. And then he ran into the post and knocked it off its moorings, and we'll have a face-off to the left of LeBeco.
Morin able to win the face-off, but Joey Olson almost pushed the puck out. In the corner is Pernula, circling. Pernula's shot, LeBeco the save, and he covers the rebound.
See LeBeco on that save. He made the save, kept it in front of him, but he took a quick look behind him because he thought maybe he had a repeat of what just happened. You'll see the shot taken, and LeBeco goes to his knees and then is able to bring it in and collect it. And after that, he takes a quick peek behind him to make sure it didn't sneak in behind him once again.
Pernula pressuring Anderson. He goes behind the net to Scherf. Pernula still able to cause trouble. Morin coming away with the puck. Morin circling in the corner, now looking for some room in the slot. Morin, a backhand. Lebeco the save, rebound. Cleared, and the Cardinals will be called for a high stick, but not a penalty. Ryan Scherf, rather, called for playing the puck with a high stick, so a face-off again to the right of Ash Lebeco, and the Cardinals certainly don't want to stay down here too often.
There, see the puck pop up, and Ryan Scherf with the high stick, the swing up near the shoulders, and that results in a face-off coming to the right of Ash Lebeco.
Looked to me like he kept that lower than his shoulders, but I don't wear stripes.
Yeah, that's good, Joe.
Pass behind the net, intercepted. Perry almost had a chance out front, but couldn't get a shot off, and now here come the Cardinals. Brian Peterson trying to go wide on Justin Deans, but he's played into the boards. And now the puck back behind the net. Deans recovers. He's tied up momentarily by Fletcher Emerson. Deans and Peterson tied up, and there's Matt Mossy in there as well. Emerson with it in his skates. And now Peterson will play it to Udis at the line. Udis gets a shot off. That hits traffic. Here comes Perry back the other way. David Perry into the zone, stops up, took a shot. That hit Dan Dutton and went into the corner. Behind the net, Brian Peterson tied up with Mike McStott, and Dan Dutton comes away with it. Puck underneath Dutton and Jake Albers, and now it comes loose. Perry, a quick shot, but that hit the glass. McStott pokes it back in the corner. Udis sends it around to the far side. Emerson gets it out of the zone and all the way down, and the Cardinals will be called for icing.
Kind of touching a point about your stripes. Maybe you should wear, because I think, isn't it, vertical stripes make you look thinner? I definitely could wear them, I'll tell you that much. I'll be the first to say that. So maybe you should wear stripes more often. I know I should.
At least not black and white. Face off to the left of Ash Lebeco. 3:29 remaining first period. Cardinals with that 1-goal lead, scored on their first shot. And here's Brandon Olivier, the one who scored it, but puck knocked off his stick by Johnson as he crosses the blue line. Milanovic tied up behind the net by Albers. And now Albers is there for the puck. Adolph played off the puck by a cross check by Troy Udis.
If you were wearing the stripes, you would have called that one if you had the stripes on, right?
I would have.
That one was quite obvious.
Yes, it
was. Quite clear.
So we will have our first power play opportunity, and it goes to the Osseo Orioles with 3:07 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, that's that.
I probably would have called it a check from behind rather than a cross check, but either way, that is a penalty.
For 2 minutes.
Casey O'Brien keeps it in the zone. Travis Anderson gloves it down and sends it down to Turner at the other end. Turner plays it off the boards, trying to get it to Pernula. Loose puck picked up by Joey Olsen. Gets it back to Travis Anderson. He sends it in right on Turner. And now Olsen at mid-ice. He'll dump it off the boards. Here's Ryan Rolfe. Rolfe comes in, shot a goal. Short-handed goal for Ryan Rolfe. Makes it 2-0 Cardinals.
What a great job by Ryan Rolfe. We talked about him in the open. He's had some good scoring chances, good scoring ways in the past week or two, and he continues that tonight, giving Coon Rapids a 2-0 lead. Just a clear there, and Rolfe in the right position. He was over on the far boards, went over, collected the bouncing puck, was able to put it away past Justin Turner.
And a good example of how moving the puck to open ice can be beneficial. Joey Olsen I'm not too sure how sure he was of where Ryan Rolfe was, but he was looking to put that puck away from Osseo. He dumped it to open ice. Rolfe happened to be able to spring free, a quick breakaway, and a goal, and a 2-0 lead for the Cardinals.
That's a good example of kind of what's been going on so far. Is
big one-timer for Pernula and a goal. And that's a power play goal. And that is how you work it right off the faceoff. Morin kicked it back to Williams, across to Pernula, a one-timer, and the Orioles are on the board.
Wow, what a blast. We had a great view from that. We saw it from Pernula's point of view, and just a one-time. Good pass across. You see Pernula one-time it, and it looked like it went off the arm, off the blocker pad of Ash Lebeko. But it goes in the back of the net nonetheless. Makes the score. Coon Rapids 2, Osseo 1. I was saying before the Pernula's goal was the fact that so far I would give Coon Rapids the edge in getting to the open pucks first and beating Osseo to the pucks thus far. And Ryan Rolfe's goal earlier was a good example of that.
Gabe Milanovic at center ice, gets it forward, but can't get it very far. Albers turns it around, hit big at the line by Kip Yell. Adolph chops at it. Back at the line, breaking free is Bellison. A big whine, a shot goes wide. Milanovic on the boards, now picked up by David Bestel. Adolph takes the shot. Lebeko will hold on for the faceoff with 1:39 to play.
Man, that was a blast from Matt Bellison from close range. So for Ash Lebeko's sake, I'm glad he missed.
Doesn't do you any good to have a big shot if you can't hit the net.
There you'll see the blast from Bellison. I mean, just missing the upper corner there. That would have tied the score at 2 goals apiece.
Here's a chance out front, Pernula. No goal. Pernula almost had the loose puck right out front, but couldn't poke it home. The net comes off, and the game stays at 2-1.
Matt Pernula with another good opportunity, or Nick Pernula, excuse me. Another good opportunity, unable to capitalize. Ash Lebeko there for the save.
Face off to the right of Lebeko. Quick shot by Williams, but Lebeko makes the save.
Coon Rapids definitely needs to make sure they get on their man a lot faster and play tight defense. The fact being is that, Osseo is taking quick shots, and that's what they've done. Every opportunity the puck has come to their stick, they hit a quick shot.
Well, you watch the faceoffs, Travis Morin, that's one of the reasons why he's a future Division I player, is that I don't think I've seen him lose a faceoff yet. He's very strong on the faceoff, and that really started their first goal. Puck tied up behind the Oriole net with a little under a minute to play in the first period. Olsen and Rolfe in there, along with Deans and O'Brien for the Orioles. But it's Morin who will come in and come away with the puck. Morin to center ice into Cardinal territory. He'll slow it up, bounces it off the boards. Pernula trying to wait for somebody to get into the slot. Nobody home. Travis Anderson gets it up ice. And here's Ryan Rolfe. Big shot. That misses. Hits the net out of play. And I don't think Osseo tipped that, so we'll have a face-off. No, they're going to say it was tipped by an Oriole player, so face-off inside the Oriole zone with 25 seconds to play in the first. Off the face-off, Peterson, a shot and a goal.
Once again, a free puck, and Coon Rapids gets there first. This time it's Brian Peterson, and he's able to put the puck over the left shoulder of Justin Turner. That gives the Cardinals a 3-1 lead.
And it'll be interesting to see if we see Turner for the rest of the game. Talking to Coach Strott before the game, he's got three goalies that really can play, and two that can have been pretty interchangeable. So he felt pretty good about putting Turner in at the beginning of the game, but giving up 3 goals on 6 shots in the first period may make him rethink that. And that will do it for the first period. The Cardinals come out and score 3, give up 1. They've got a 2-goal lead when we come back.
This is going to be a real test. And they're really into it. Jenny takes the lead to page 2. Uh-oh, Johnny's eyes are offsides. He's back on sides. Good call on Johnny's part. Oh, looks like forward passing going on. Let's look at that again. No, she'll be completing this one on her own. So get it in your head. Next time you're tempted to cheat, don't. Do the work. Take the test. Listen to the ref in your head. Cheating is a personal foul.
I just want to say thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Big Tobacco,
for convincing me to smoke.
And this filter just makes me feel so safe.
Thank you, Big Tobacco,
for singling me out as a main target.
I can be beautiful and have big, strong men by smoking.
Thanks,
Big Tobacco, for causing impotence in young men.
You hear that?
I hope you feel really good about
Not having a soul.
Thank you, Big Tobacco.
Cancer sticks and shove them up your... Thank you so much.
For killing us.
You've been targeting us for so long. Now we're going to target you. I love you guys.
We will hug you.
But we won't degrade you in the process.
We will hug you.
But we won't taunt you or call you names.
We will hug you.
When the game's over, we'll shake your hands and go out for a soda or something.
Fact: students in high school activities gain a better sense of sportsmanship. A message from the Minnesota State High School League.
Yeah! Who's the man? Who's the man?
Exercised lately?
Welcome back to Cook Memorial Arena. We're in the first intermission. The Cardinals with a 3-1 lead over the Osseo Orioles in a Northwest Suburban Conference matchup. And it hasn't all been the usual suspects early in this one for the Cardinals. The first shot they had on the night is the first goal. Brandon Olivier going top shelf over the goaltender Justin Turner. And then they got a shorthanded one from Ryan Rolfe to make it 2-0. That one with about 2.5 minutes left in the period. But just 20 seconds later, the Orioles got their goal on the power play. And then the Cardinals scored one late with just about 20 seconds left to make it 3-1. And that is the key stat. The team's shooting pretty close. The Orioles actually outshooting the Cardinals, which is kind of an aberration so far this season because the Cardinals have outshot just about everybody they've played, but being outshot 3-2 in the first period.
That's right. And one thing that's going to be interesting to see is usually the second period is where Coon Rapids really gets going and the floodgates start to open. But normally it's them being 1 goal down. They've had a tendency to be 1 goal down at this point in the game, but two goals up instead against a very tough Osseo team. It'll be interesting if they can continue the same or continue their trend of opening the floodgates. So just have to wait and see.
Well, it's true. They have logged the most shots in the second period so far this season. And actually, the third period falls off for them quite a bit. Their first two periods, they're big periods. But more importantly, their goal production. They have 26 goals on the season coming into tonight's game, 13. So half of their goals on the season have come in the second period.
That just proves what I just said.
I know.
It means I was paying attention.
I was going to point out that what a great piece of analyzing you had done.
Once in a great while. I can actually come up with something.
Do what you're paid for.
Finally. Finally.
Well, here's the matchup again. That big line, Pernula, Williams, and Morin against Mossy, Rolf, and Olsen. And Mossy will win the faceoff. Travis Anderson dumps it in. And Casey O'Brien retreats behind his own net. Far boards, Scherf sent it towards the front. Morin quickly to Pernula, and Pernula into the Cardinal zone. Pernula with some open room, can't get it back towards the front of the net. Scherf knocked it away. Anderson plays it off the boards, but the ref knocked it down. O'Brien keeps it in. Pernula in the near corner. Played off the puck by Dan Mossy. Scherf picks it up, gets it around to Anderson. And his pass knocked away by Morin. His next one is Dan Mossy. And the Cardinals into the zone, 3 across. Olsen put the shot on, but couldn't get much on it. And here comes Pernula back the other way along with Perry. Pernula, Perry, shot to goal. And that was pretty.
Very pretty.
Just 51 seconds into the game, into the second period, David Perry cuts the lead back to 1. And a great pass from Nick Pernula. Right under Ryan Scherf. And a great shot right into the upper corner for the goal for Perry.
Pernula's pass between the two Coon Rapids defenders right onto the stick, and that was probably the prettiest goal I've seen all season.
Kept in the zone by the Orioles. Dan Dutton flips it around near side. Emerson pokes it to center ice. Back for it is Johnson in front of his own net. Almost knocked away by Matt Mossy. And there's a chance out front. Loose puck, still shot. And a rebound, and now a goal. Matt Mossy.
Third time's always the charm. 3 quick shots there on goal, maybe more. Finally, Matt Mossy puts it away, and Coon Rapids quick to answer Osseo's goal. Go back up by 2 goals, a score of 4-2.
Mossy's second goal of the season, and this puck just kind of slides around out there, and that's an interesting move by a goaltender. Turner just pushed it straight out into the slot, and that gave up another shot, and the rebound was put behind him. So the Cardinals with a 4-2 lead. Gabe Milanovic coming off around the net. Pass hit O'Brien. Knocked into the zone by Olivier, but the Cardinals are offside, so they'll have to tag up. And here comes Adolph, bouncing it off the boards to get around Udis. Milanovic back into his own zone to recover. Far side, Olivier on the boards, knocked away from him by Albers. Dutton retreats behind his own net. Dutton back to the far side. O'Brien there to cut off that pass. Dutton will flip it around to the near boards. And kept in at the blue line by Justin Deans. Dutton sends it around again. Olivier squeezed by O'Brien. Udis will try and bring it through the middle. His pass cut off and kept in by Deans, who has knocked off the puck by Bestel. Bellison flipped it all the way in. Udis pressured by Williams. Pernula with the puck behind the net. Almost bounced one off of Anderson and into the net. Pernula to Deans. He can't hold on. Loses it into the corner. Picked up there by Udis. Knocked off his stick momentarily by Pernula. Morin in there as well. Pernula Tried to get it to Morin, knocked away by Anderson. Morin behind the net. He can't get a pass through, and now Mossy fires it the length. Icing waved off because it hit the stick of Case Paxton. Behind the net, Johnson flips it around near side for Pernula. Pernula will go right back behind the net. Pressured by Rolf. His pass gets to Morin into the Cardinals zone. Knocked off it, but Pernula there to recover. Pernula goes down. Some stick play. The Osseo fans want a penalty, but they're not going to get it. Morin out of the corner. Pernula tried to tip. And we've got a whistle for the net being off.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I wasn't sure. It didn't move a whole lot. Or maybe it did.
This one was backed by the dasher boards.
The dasher boards.
You like that? The boards. It's a big word.
There's a look at Pernula being dragged down as he went through the slot.
The Osseo fans wanted a penalty on that one, but
off the faceoff, shot hits traffic. Dutton back behind the net. What?
Oh, you want me just to say boards instead? Off the boards? Is that
more common? I don't know.
All right.
Never heard. I've never heard. You know, I've been around this. I've been around this this game my entire life. I've never heard them called dasher boards. So.
All right, I'll go back to boards. Sorry.
Dean's out of the corner, lost the puck. Dutton keeps it in for the Cardinals. Albers to recover on the far boards. Tried to get it ahead to Perry, but he was played off the puck by Yell. Dutton behind his own net. Pass. Fletcher Emerson got a stick on it, but Pernula turns with it. Pernula at center ice. And now into the zone. Far side, Albers winds and fires. And now Emerson tried to fire it up the boards, but couldn't get anything on it. Williams trying to dig it out of the corner, but Peterson sends it out. Johnson at the point. Shot high. Save made by LeBeco. Now the puck gets to center ice. Morin going wide. And now passing out front. We're going to have a penalty. A hold is going to be called on Dan Dutton for trying to grab Morin as he went around.
Here you'll see Travis Morin pushes the puck past Dan Dutton, and all Dan can do is just give Morin a quick little bear hug, and but he gets called for the penalty. And Osseo will be up for the second time in the game.
Yeah, and their power play didn't last long in the first period. It
is it math again, Joe?
Yeah. I put 16:53 down as the time. That would have been 1:53 after the period had ended. It is actually 11:53. So their goal was less than a minute into their power play. But after the Cardinals' shorthanded goal, and the Cardinals actually outshot them on the shorthanded. Olsen got it out of the zone, but had to slow down for it, or that could have been trouble. Bellison sends it in and around for the Orioles. Williams and Anderson tied up on the far boards. Bellison coming in to help out for Osseo. Anderson keeping it tied up on the boards. Williams breaks it free. Olsen is there as well for Coon Rapids. Now Bellison in the corner. Behind the net for Morit. Back up to the point. Pernula back to Williams. Pernula the shot. That hit traffic. And we get a face-off coming up outside the zone. Not quite sure what the whistle blew for there. I missed it. I know it's hard to believe.
It's very hard to believe. Normally you're right on top of things like that.
So far, halfway through this power play, though, the Orioles unable to get a shot on Ash LeBeco. Here's Nick Pernula. Fires it in and around the boards Scherf is there for the Cardinals. He gets it to the line. Pernula kept it in. O'Brien dumps it in deep. Morin behind the net, played off it by Travis Anderson. Loose puck. O'Brien has a stick on it and now controls. Flips it behind the net. There's Perry. Perry in the corner. Back behind for Morin in the near corner. And Morin will set up to Pernula and Williams. The point pass to Perry. He got his shot on. And the net pops off again. This time it looked like Lebeco tried to just pull it right back into place. I didn't notice that.
It's twice now in a short amount of time.
It was a great pass by Williams to get it down to Perry in that corner.
See, now that time it just moved a little bit.
Okay. 22 seconds remaining on the Osseo power play. They trail the Cardinals 4-2 midway through this second period. Bellison takes it behind the net and now shoots. Lebeco there for a rebound as well. Puck still bouncing around. Here's Albers coming in. And now finally making the save is Lebeco. And 3 quick shots for the Orioles there.
Coon Rapids, though, has done a good job on this power play thus far, not allowing Osseo to get a lot of good shots. There's just some, simple opportunities, but nothing too dangerous.
Udis flips it off the boards, but it's kept in the zone. The shot by Gliniani kicked up into the webbing by Lebeco. And so we'll have another face-off in Cardinal territory. But the power play is over, so we return to 5-on-5. Udis will take it back behind his own net. Matt Mossy tipped it out of the zone, but O'Brien played him off the puck. Yell trying to dump it in. Turned right back out by O'Brien. Udis back to his own zone. Mossy fanned on it, trying to get it out. Peterson does get it out. Stopped up by Vinnie Brooks. Knocked away from him, though. Here comes Perry into the zone. Played off the puck by Udis into the corner. Pass trying to come out front. There's a chance and a goal. The second of the period for David Perry.
David Perry left a bit unmarked there right in front of Coon Rapids' goal, and he pounced on the bouncing puck. He's able to put it away past Ash Lebeco.
There he was all alone, only one anywhere near it. And he just gets to the backhand and pops it over Ash Lebeco.
David Perry scores. The assist going to Vinnie Brooks and Mike McStott. So makes the score 4-3 in favor of Coon Rapids.
Once again, we're back to a 1-goal game. We knew that this was going to be a close one. And so far, they have given us all we expected.
Well, now, I know math isn't your strong point, but what was the elapsed time between when Osseo scored and Coon Rapids came right back and answered?
That would have been about 28 seconds. No, 20.
Thought I prefaced it with math isn't your strong point.
26 seconds. Rolf is going for high sticking as soon as the Cardinals touched the puck as he dumped Morin in the corner.
Morin was take a good look at it here. Rolf stick right up under the chin of Morin.
That'll usually get you the penalty.
Yeah, when the player's head snaps back like that.
And a bad time, really, for this penalty because that top line of the Cardinals We've got two offsetting penalties as well. Vinnie Brooks in the box for the Orioles. Shot right on by Morin, but LeBayco with a sliding save. And LeBayco another save in close.
That's my second favorite save a goalie will make, that sliding across the crease and kicking the legs out. First it's the glove, posted the picture, and sliding across and kicking it away, you'll see.
Well, here you go. There's the glove.
There's the glove.
We don't get the sliding across one.
That's all right.
Perry at the point, off the faceoff, keeps it in. Shot hit Travis Anderson, but Pernula able to keep it in at the line. Bellicet in the corner for Morin. Near side up top, Pernula to Williams. Cross to Perry. Perry will now shoot. That hit traffic and went wide. Mossy tips it back behind the net. Bellison lost his stick, but the puck comes out front, now sent all the way down. But the net came off the moorings, so face-off in Cardinal territory.
I think we need to add that to our end-of-period stats.
How many times the net comes off?
Yeah.
That may be more than shots at this point.
You see the last chance for Osseo. Hard hit behind the net.
And the loose puck just sort of squirted out front. Morin couldn't get his sticker on it to jam it home. Off the faceoff, Perry will take a quick shot. LeBayco makes the save. Rebound, Scherf controls in the corner. Can't get it out. Here's Joey Olsen on the breakaway. Olsen all alone. And a big save by Turner. He saved it with the knob of his stick.
Oh my. Turner was laying horizontal by the time Joey Olsen hit the blue line, for crying out loud.
And that's another thing, talking to Coach Jim Rue before the game, that he said they needed to work on. He said in the game against Centennial, they missed a couple of breakaways, and they missed 5 breakaways in the loss to St. Cloud. Big shot by Pernula goes wide. O'Brien tries to send it back out front, but all the way to the boards. Behind the net, Travis Anderson tied up.
And the goal didn't come off the moorings this time, so.
Not quite sure what the whistle blew for exactly that time. It might have, I don't know. You got me.
That's two in one game, Joe. 2 in 1 game, you're not
Yeah,
sure.
watch this. I mean, Joey, I'm sure, is killing himself because he went down way early, but somehow just barely got the knob of his stick on the puck and knocked it off of Olsen's stick. If he had been over one or 2 more inches, that's a goal. Nice move by Brian Peterson in the corner, but Johnson is there for the loose puck. Behind the net, pass goes out, and this one's going all the way down. McStott tried to get it back to Adolph at the blue line, but it went all the way down. Johnson off the boards, kept in by Brian Peterson. Right in off the boards, or off the bench is Matt Mossy, and he makes the difference. Mossy behind the net, played off the puck by Johnson. A shot by Yell goes wide. Dutton keeps it in at the far blue line. Mossy, a shot that goes wide. Yell keeping it in, leaving it off. Emerson and Johnson tied up in the corner. Brian Peterson comes away with it, got it to Mossy, a backhand save, made, rebound, cleared, and now thrown out of the zone by McStott. Osseo called for offsides. A rare call in this one. That is only the second offside of the game, both called on the Orioles. And we've only got 4:20 remaining in the second period.
Here's the last flurry of chances for Coon Rapids. Turner with the save and then clears it out. In a way, 2 Cardinal players right there. So lucky for Justin Turner, he's able to get his stick on it and clear it out. One thing that Coon Rapids did get lucky on is they need to really focus on the fact being when they make cross-ice passes that they get a lot of stick on it and make them sharp, crisp passes.
Joey Olsen trying to get it to Rolf out front, but had to pass it up high. Here's Morin going back the other way. Long pass for Williams. Williams, a backhand that goes wide. Scherf quickly tried to clear it out. Morin is there. A shot. Lebeco made the save. Anderson will flip this one out and stopped up by Albers near center ice. O'Brien flips it all the way down. It bounced over the stick of Scherf, so no icing. And now both teams trying to do a little floating and extend the defense a little bit. Scherf. Long pass, played off the stick of Albers. And he'll recover it in the corner. His pass, not enough on it. Olsen there to take it away for the Cardinals. He played off it by Paxton, back to the near side. Spinning in the corner is Pernula. Albers comes in and makes a hit on Olivier. And Olivier, nice job. Brandon knocked the puck out of thin air as they were trying to pass it across in front of him. Paxton sends it around to the far boards for Gliniani. This one going all the way down. Icing waved off as Udis gets to it. Dutton in the far corner. Olivier getting it ahead, but kept in at the line by Gliniani. This one played off the boards all the way down. We'll have an icing call and a face-off in the Cardinal zone with 2:36 to play in the second period.
This has been an exciting and fun game to watch. I mean, it's been end-to-end. Both teams have had their chances. Both goalies, Justin Turner for Osseo and Ash Lebeco for Coon Rapids, have been equal to the task. They've done a very good job making some point-blank saves and some very good saves. Score should definitely be a lot higher, but those guys have done their job tonight.
Face off to the left of Lebeco. And it's Kip Yell going behind his own net. Yell will slow it up. Pass tipped by Emerson to middle center ice. Knocked back by O'Brien, and Emerson there to pick it up. He'll take a long shot. Glove save made by Turner. .220 remaining. Coming up next time we bring you CTN action, it's the Maple Grove Crimson and the Cardinals going head-to-head in a little girls hockey. That game coming up on Saturday with the premiere at midnight. And a special one for all you Howie fans out there, because that is probably the only hockey game we will see Howie Shapiro at all year.
I don't know about you, Joe, but a lot of people are asking, you know, where's Howie? Is Howie going to be here? And
I've been hearing that for the last 4.5 years. Hey, Joe, where's Howie? Perry into the Cardinal zone, going wide and taken down by Kip Yell. No call as the puck put back to center ice. O'Brien flips it over a stick and gets it to Morin. Back into the zone. Fakes the shot, gets it out front. Backhand shot, Lebeco the save.
At least they're nice enough to acknowledge you first and ask, you know.
Joey Olsen tips it past the defense and gets it into the zone. One-on-one with O'Brien. His shot save made. And Morin retreats behind his own net. Long pass, broken up partially, but McStott still alone into the zone. Knocked off the puck by Scherf, and McStott goes hard into the boards. Shot for Morin out front, but Lebeco makes the save and holds on. 1:04 remaining.
You see the save by Ash Lebeco on the shot by Travis Morin. Right on. Ash is there. He's got a good job of covering the entire net. And I can definitely tell you who Mike McStott's mom is in the crowd over here. We have the Osseo parents to our right. She's the one who had her head completely buried into her lap when she saw her son going hard into the boards like that.
Williams flips it high into the corner for Travis Anderson to pick up. Long pass tipped by Olsen, and so no icing as Turner leaves it for Albers behind the net. Williams can't control the pass, turned back in, but Albers with a nice jumping grab. Scherf keeps it in at the blue line. Morin bounces off of Rolf, but keeps the puck. Pernula into the Cardinal zone, leaves it for Williams. He's played off the puck by Mossy and Rolf. And picking it up and dumping it out is Scherf. Pernula will retreat to center ice.
It's good passing there by Osseo, but equally good defense by Coon Rapids.
Albers near his own blue line, dumps it off. Williams was there, but tipped away from him. And here's Morin picking up the loose puck. Nice pass to Pernula, but he can't get the right angle on it. And that will do it for the second period. The Cardinals holding on to a 4-3 lead after 2.
Siggy, what are you doing?
I'm trying to decide if I want something to eat.
Well, instead, why don't you try not to leave the refrigerator door open? Decide what you want before you open the refrigerator.
Fridge browsing was my favorite hobby.
Please don't waste energy. Thank you.
What is a hero? Are heroes born, or are they made? In after-school programs, your kids will uncover hidden strengths, discover they have the power to change their future, and find the hero inside themselves. Let us know you on after-school programs in your area. Call 1-800-USA-LEARN. After-school programs, helping kids find the hero within.
Don't you love that safe, free feeling you get in a pickup truck, Larry?
Yeah, nothing but you, me, the open road, a deer.
Yeah! The cow! Yeah! The ostrich! The village people! The village people!
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt. Especially in pickup trucks.
I didn't know the village people were doing a road tour.
AmeriCorps is a lot like hoops.
It takes dedication, drive, and teamwork.
Are you up to the challenge?
Give a year of your life to AmeriCorps.
Everybody wins.
Welcome back to Cook Memorial Arena. The Cardinals holding a 4-3 edge over the Osseo Orioles as we enter the final period. And they were quick, the Orioles, to come out and trim that lead to 1 at the very beginning of the second period. Just 51 seconds in, Nick Pernula with a great pass to the back door for Perry. And then 26 seconds later, it was Matt Mossy putting the Cardinals back on top by 2 on the rebound. But Perry added another one midway through the period to make it a 4-3 game. And as you look at it, the Orioles putting a little more pressure on than the Cardinals are, holding a 20-15 advantage in shots. And the other numbers there, of course, the Cardinals have yet to see a power play. They have received all three of the penalties. So they have yet to see a power play, and Osseo, getting some of those shots, 7 of them off the power play. So that's a big reason for the disparity in shots. But kind of interesting when you talk about the Cardinals have only been outshot in 2 of their games. And or only been outshot, I think, in 1 of their games, actually, and they average 29 shots a game while giving up about 22. So on average, they outshoot their opponents by 7 shots a night.
The one thing about that is that they have to take advantage of all of those shots, and they get, you know, some chances here and there, but they I think what they need to do is create better, easier scoring chances, and that's one thing they need to work on. So.
Well, former girls hockey coach Lynn Gunderson in attendance. He's got his regular spot down at the concession end of the rink in the corner, and you notice him spinning around. I saw Lynn when he came in. He came in carrying a tall captain's chair, kind of like a tall bar stool and swivel, the whole deal. He brings his own seat and sets himself up down there in the corner. And talk to him before the game. Always like to talk to Gundy and get his opinion of how things are going and what he thinks of the teams. And he was pretty excited about tonight's game, and his prediction already gone amiss as he predicted the final score to be 5-2. So both teams with more than 2 goals, so that cannot be the case. Cardinals with an early icing to start off the 3rd period.
He has the goal total correct, at least.
Well, if there are no more goals scored.
Well, that's true, but you know, he could. All right, just shake your head and turn away. That's fine. I'm sure to your pleasure and everybody else's pleasure, I'm not saying another word for the last 14 minutes, 50 seconds.
I'm guessing there will be another goal or 2 scored tonight. O'Brien intercepts this one, turns it around at center ice. Joey Olsen into the zone, leaves it for Mossy. Now turned around, and here comes Morin. Puck tips around, Morin controls in the zone. And gets it back, shot wide. And at the far side, Deans can't keep it in the zone. Bernula dumps it off. O'Brien winds and kind of half hits it. And Deans sends it all the way down, and an icing call on the Orioles. Kind of interesting. 3 icing calls in the first 2 periods, and 2 here in the first minute of the 3rd. I know it's television, but they still can't see you nodding. You're not going to speak? Is that it? Okay. I'll go on without you.
No.
Face off to the right of Justin Turner.
I'll give you somebody to talk to. There, that lasted all of what, 46 seconds? That's actually a record for me, which I'm sure nobody can, you know. Sure, you know.
Johnson moves it around on the near boards. And Perry with it for the Orioles. Troubled by Mossy, gets it to the line, but not out. Yell fires it back behind the net. And puck left there for Matt Mossy. Centering pass shot, save, rebound. Emerson can't poke it home. And now Turner able to cover up. And some extracurriculars going on. Dan Dutton down in front of the Oriole net.
Here's the point blank. I quit. That was 2 strikes just right there. Boom, boom on it.
Both on you and on him.
Wow.
Emerson just could not get a stick on that rebound. And we do have a penalty. It's Jake Albers in the back box, and now we'll see that Cardinal power play for the first time. And the faceoff down deep in the Orioles zone.
This will be our first opportunity to see the power play for Coon Rapids, and they've got their first line out there with Mossy.
O'Brien sends it down, back out to center ice. Travis Anderson able to get there, but Morin all over him. Scherf will send it around to the far boards. Sent right back in by Deans. Scherf Plays it off the near boards. Morin is there. Morin sticks with it and dumps it back in. Travis Anderson back to recover. Dan Mossy into the zone, going wide on O'Brien. And behind the net to Rolf. Back up top, Scherf. Cross to Anderson. Anderson has time, walks in, shoots, rebound. Puck still loose, now cleared out of the zone. And we've got another penalty coming up, this one on the Cardinals, so a very short Cardinal power play.
Just 52 seconds in length.
Travis Anderson picking up the rough. So we got 4-on-4 hockey for the next 108, and then a 52-second power play for the Orioles, barring any other infractions. Pernula behind the net for Williams. That one's off the stick of O'Brien, and Olsen turned it around momentarily. Williams, a long shot. Can't get to the rebound. Scherf can't get to that one. Pernula stops it up. Morin bounced off the loose puck. Pernula, O'Brien whiffed on it. Olsen for the Cardinals sidesteps Pernula and gets to center ice. Morin bugging him with a stick, but Joey will go wide on O'Brien. Now circles towards the boards. And Udis fires it in and around. Williams on the far boards. Olsen took it away right out front. Knocked off his stick by Turner. Mossy keeps it in. Williams can't play it off the boards around him. And now Williams picks up the loose puck. Morin. And now Osseo on a power play. Perry into the zone, knocked off his stick by Brian Peterson. Kept in at the line by Pernula. Tried to get it to Morin on the back door, but it bounced away from him, and Mossy sends it the length. And now we've got another penalty coming up. I think this one's going to be a bench minor. Cardinal coaching staff given an earful to the official. Bobby Edmond will serve this one.
Here's the breakaway by Joey Olsen in on Justin Turner. And you see Joey learned the last time on his breakaway. He waited for Turner to commit and go down to his knees and then tried to make his move. But Turner put his stick out and knocked the puck away from Joey Olsen.
And it looked like the official was looking at assistant coach Chris Rambert, but I'm not completely sure. And it looks like Osseo is going to take a timeout now with a two-man advantage for the next 31 seconds. They want to make sure that that top line is rested and can try and even the score here with the two-man advantage. Coach Rue giving some advice to his penalty killers.
During this timeout, we want to tell you that we would like to get your feedback. You just want to call the number there at 763-767-6526, or you can log on. Email us at ctnsports@ctnstudios.com. We want to know what you think about the job that we're doing, and we thank you always for watching and appreciate the fact that you put up with me. That's the big thing.
Cardinal fans being treated to a tight one at Cook Memorial tonight. Cardinals with a one-goal lead over the Osseo Orioles with 11:11 remaining in the third period, but the Orioles with a big two-man advantage for the next 31 seconds. Ryan Rolfe, Brian Peterson, and Ryan Scherf on the ice for the Cardinals. And it's Travis Morin into the zone. He'll play it across the blue line to Williams, up top for Pernula. Pernula walking into Morin, Williams, Williams. Pernula up top. He'll wind and fire. Save made by Lebeco. And cleared out of the zone by the Cardinals. And that will end the penalty to Travis Anderson. So 5-on-4 now for another almost minute and a half. Perry up top for Pernula. Quick one-timer by Williams hit traffic. Morin in the corner, troubled by Anderson. Behind the net is Bellison. Near boards, cross ice to Williams. Morin in the corner. He tried to go out front. That went all the way through. Perry, a shot that missed. Morin on the far boards. To Pernula at the point. Back to Morin. His shot right on. Lebeco there, and he'll hold on. .49 seconds remaining in the bench minor.
I see the pass coming from Nick Pernula onto Travis Morin. And he gets a shot off on Lebeco, but Lebeco makes the save. We'll have a face-off to the left.
Mossy and Olsen out there with Scherf and Anderson as the penalty killers for the Cardinals. Bellison and Perry, along with Morin, Pernula, and Williams on the ice as the power play unit for the Orioles. Nice check there by Olsen. Quick shot directed to the corner, and Mossy flips it all the way down. Joey Olsen ties it up deep in Osseo territory. Here it's loose puck. Mossy, a shot, but the save is made by Turner. Pernula to Williams at the blue line. His pass taken by Scherf. Dumped right back in. 5 seconds to go. And that will just about end the power play. Bench minor is over, and the Cardinals return to full strength. Three shots on that power play for the Blackbirds, but unable to even the score. Scherf to Anderson. Anderson dumps it in and around. Matt Mossy there. He's taken off the puck by Deans. Pass back out front, broken up by Williams. Here's Adolph into the zone, drops it for Morin. Puck played off his stick, picked up by Travis Anderson. Matt Mossy gets it back to neutral territory and into the Osseo end, knocked off his stick by O'Brien. Here comes Austin Adolph back the other way. Morin will dump it in. The Orioles will get a line change. Adolph tied up behind the net. Puck comes clear to McStott, but he can't get it out front. Adolph centers, but nobody home. Mossy had it. Now picked up by Troy Udis. He dumps it back to neutral ice. O'Brien back in his own zone will turn as the Cardinals get a line change. O'Brien into the zone and played by a couple of Cardinals. He's still got it in the corner, fades it back out, and Adolph can't keep it in the zone. Big hit by Deans on Bestel, but Bestel poked it into the zone. Behind the net, Gabe Milanovic tying up with Vinnie Brooks. And now the puck comes to Mike McStott. Near side, pass too far for O'Brien, turned back in by Brandon Olivier. Will be Deans in the far corner, back to Vinnie Brooks on the near side. Milanovic pokes it away from him, centering pass, tip back to the point. And Udis' shot hits the shin pad, goes into the corner. Bestel tied up by Brooks. O'Brien and Olivier all in there. And we'll have a whistle and a face-off to the left of Justin Turner. 7:16 to play, third period. sticking to that not going to talk deal?
No, because I broke that 46 seconds after I said I wasn't going to do it. There's no way. Oh, man, the only time I'm quiet that long is when I'm sleeping.
According to your wife, you're still not quiet. Puck played on the far side. Scherf keeps it in. Peterson going in the corner, knocked away from him. Now back on the boards, Chris DeClerc. It gets back to center ice, but Dan Dutton fires it back into the corner. Johnson off the boards, back to neutral territory. Kip Yell flips it back into the Osseo end. Bellison gets it back to Albers. Now Johnson on the near boards. His pass gets to Perry, and Perry into Bellison into the Cardinals zone. Pushed off the puck by Yell. Dutton sliding and a little slow to get up. Out in the corner, Johnson dumps it in for the Orioles. Brian Peterson dumps it away, but Pernula coming right back for Osseo. Pernula's shot save. Lebeco will hold on. .6:15 to play.
This has been a great game so far. This is one of the most fun hockey games I've been to, I'd have to say. And I've seen a lot of games.
Morin was just looking for that rebound, but Lebeco able to grab it out of the air. Joey Olson chased by Williams into the corner. And now Morin coming away with it. Dumps it back off the boards. Deans will keep it in to Pernula. Trying to center. Williams can't get any wood on it. Into the corner. Scherf picks it up. High and out of the zone. Here's a 2-on-1. Joey Olson will pass. Rolf. His shot goes wide. A great pass by Joey Olson. Mossy shot. That tipped up into the netting by Travis Morin. And we'll have a face-off deep in the Osseo zone.
Great patience there by Joey Olson on that 2-on-1 break. He waited for the defenseman to commit. You'll see Olson waiting. Here comes the Osseo defender. Goes sliding past it. One problem thing is, looks like Ryan Rolf was a bit too far, too deep maybe, and didn't hold up like Joey Olson. But nonetheless, good opportunity there for Coon Rapids.
That was a weird one. That one actually rolled along the top of the plexiglass before falling out of play. We'll have a face-off again deep in the Osseo zone. Milanovic able to hang on to the face-off, now kicked out and pushed out of the zone. Udis retreats to his own territory off the boards. O'Brien can't turn it around. Milanovic sends it into the corner. Bestel is there, sends it back in deep. Milanovic behind the net. Tried to poke it out front, but that hit traffic. Puck still bouncing around, and now on the back of the net, we'll have a whistle. And another face-off, 5:01 left to play.
One thing about the game thus far is there has been no real dominance by either team. It's been very even. Both teams have had their opportunities. Both teams have played good defense. So it's this has been a great game.
Both top lines out. Scherf didn't get much on that shot, and Perry coming back the other way for Osseo. Perry to Morin out front. He circles. His pass knocked away by Olson back to neutral territory. Albers far side for Deans. Long pass looking for Morin, but Morin stood up by Travis Anderson. Pernula knocks it down, but can't touch it as Perry was in the zone offsides. Perry back into his own zone, gets it back to Morin, tipped ahead to Pernula. Pernula tried to pass that, tip by Mossy. Big hit on Perry by Ryan Scherf. Behind the net, Anderson dumps it back for Scherf. Scherf off the boards, trying to get it to Rolf, but this one's going all the way down. We'll have an icing call and a face-off deep in Cardinal territory.
Big hits by the Coon Rapids defensemen. Travis Anderson and Ryan Scherf. You'll see on the big hit by Scherf against David Perry. Sends Perry to his knees. And
little extra shot.
Yeah, gives him a little extra kind of, hey, this is my yard. Stay out.
Well, and just before that, Travis Anderson almost put Travis Morin back in the Osseo bench. O'Brien winds and fires. LeBeco holds on for a huge save. That one hit something out front and didn't go where Ash was thinking it was going to, but he was able to control the rebound and cover it up.
There you see the shot taken. Not quite sure.
I think Joey or whoever was out at the point might have gotten just a tip on it right away. But it flew kind of weird. Either way, LeBeco able to hold on. Puck behind the Cardinal net now. Coming away with it is Kip Yell. He'll fling it back around to the far boards. Fletcher Emerson can't get it past Johnson. Now he does. Mossy can't get a stick on it, and Bellison turns it around. Dutton tipped it up, and they're going to say that it hit one of the players on the Cardinal bench. So we'll have a face-off right in front of the Cardinal bench. Both number one lines back on the ice, and we see both teams now going to a two-line rotation for the most part, trying to keep their big guns out against the other team's big guns. And so these first lines on the ice just about every shift now. Every other shift, I should say. Scherf in the corner, plays it up the boards for Rolf. Rolf sends it ahead. Mossy can't get it past Morin. Pernula knocked down by Rolf, and here comes Scherf. Scherf into the zone, going wide. Gets it out front, but nobody home. Morin going back the other way. He's got Williams and Pernula. Pernula on the right side, lost it in his skates. Rolf turns it around and right back to neutral ice. At the red line, Jake Albers off the boards and into Cardinal territory, but right back out by Travis Anderson. Mossy's pass is behind Olsen, and Deans will pick it up off the far boards. He sends it all the way down. LeBeco will let it hit the side of the net and slide down for an icing call.
Wow. Everybody in the entire arena simultaneously went, ooh.
It was close, but Ash knew where his net was.
Yeah, that's a good thing, obviously, but you'll see LeBeco lets it run by. I guess he had the angle, but that just hit barely behind the post, so.
It was healthily on the back of the net. Good job, Ash. Udis sends it towards the front. O'Brien stops it up, gets it back to Dutton near the Cardinal blue line. Turned around, Udis pushing it up the boards, played off the puck, and here comes Dutton again. He'll fire it in, and there's a chance. Oh my goodness! That was almost, we had one earlier that almost scored really strangely for Osseo, and this one, Dutton put it in, and Turner made the save, and it bounced up over him and almost trickled in. And a smart play by Nate Johnson to dive in and knock that puck away at all costs. Here it is, just flipping it in, and it's going to bounce there and right up over his shoulder. And Nate Johnson just got down and got that away. Off the face-off, the puck comes back to Scherf at the blue line. He'll keep it in. Now Williams takes it away. Josh Williams played off the puck. Nice hit by Scherf, and Olsen dumps it back into the Osseo corner. 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Travis Anderson walking in. Shot, save made by Turner. Loose puck out front. Williams will flip it with the backhand. Stopped up and set back in by Scherf. Poked into the Cardinals zone. Scherf off the boards. Rolf can't control. Picked up by Pernula. Pernula behind the net, dumped it off before getting hit by Anderson. Back at the point, Albers can't keep it in. Rolf sends it down to the Osseo zone. Picked up there by Justin Deans. Williams to Morin. He dumps it in deep. The Orioles will get a line change. 1:15 to play. Turner still between the pipes for the Orioles. Matt Mossy dumps this one all the way down. And Johnson plays it off the boards and back to center ice. Brian Peterson circling with it. Pass bounces away from Osseo. We're down to a minute to play. Dumped into the zone by Fletcher Emerson. Here comes Perry up the near boards. Troubled by Peterson. Puck goes into the corner. Udis is there.
Turner is out.
Matt Mossy dumps it down. And this one will be an icing call. So the extra skater on the ice for the Orioles with 40 seconds left to play. Matt Mossy kind of raised his hands. He thought Travis Morin could have gotten to that puck had he put a little effort into it. And so he thought that icing should have been waved off, but not the case. And so the Orioles trying to make a last-minute desperate push to send this one to overtime. Face-off to the right of Ash Lebeko. The Osseo fans all on their feet. Great job on the face-off by Dan Mossy. Perry turns, shoots. That hit traffic. Puck loose out front. Poke. Lebeko dives, and he's on top of it. We'll have another face-off. And Justin Deans and Joey Olson doing a little extra pushing after the whistle. Olson questioning the official why Deans didn't get called for the late hit after the whistle, but no such luck. Pernula, big shot. Oh, it got tipped and hit the boards behind the net. Out front, Deans can't get it home. 15 seconds to play. Morin stood up by Scherf. Puck stays in the corner. Perry with it in the corner, bringing it out front shot. Save made by Lebeko. Williams. Morin behind the net out front. And there goes the buzzer. The Cardinals hold on for a 4-3 win.
Huge win for the Cardinals. Beat conference foe Osseo. What a great exclamation point on the season so far. Beat a very tough Osseo team. Great win, great overall effort by every Coon Rapids player that stepped on the ice.
Well, the Cardinals were outshot in this one. Final tally 26-19, but the Cardinals have the more important stat in their favor, a 4-3 win over the Osseo Orioles, and the fans definitely got their money's worth tonight.
There's the big reason why Coon Rapids won tonight.
23 saves
with a great effort tonight, and what his biggest save was probably that one right towards the end there where he came sliding across and made the point-blank save, able to knock it out into the corner.
Well, that will wrap it up. It was a little bit lower scoring affair than I had predicted. I was looking for a 6-4 final score with maybe an empty net goal, but it stays at 4-3. A great game, though, and of course these two teams will see each other again later in the season, and then possibly for a third time come playoffs. But for now, the Cardinals remain on top of the Northwest Suburban Conference, and the Orioles get their first conference loss of the year.
There's not much to say. I mean, the game basically spoke for itself. It was a good effort by everyone, end-to-end action. I mean, nothing better than a good game like that.
Well, we hope we've certainly enjoyed bringing this game to you. If you hadn't noticed, we hope you enjoyed it as well, and we want to thank everyone out there for joining us tonight and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Mr. Chris Lindholm, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.